I am Geoffrey in the Italian Wars version 4.1. The Italian Wars is a total conversion mode for Medieval 2. Total War has been around for some time, has gone through 4 versions. This is the 4.1 version. The reason I am playing a custom battle is because people might be wondering why is this mod not being played so much, and I think the reason it's not being played so much is because the first thing a player will do is play a custom battle, and you will see how I can win a custom battle with 1 to 4 florin balance. So I am commanding Hungary, and I am attacking the Tuscany. That's just Tuscany. This is my army. I have 2 serpentines, some very light cavalry, and some very cheap units. The enemy has 4 times the amount of florins. He has a full army with pikemen, arquebusiers, gunners, all kinds of units, even some infantry.
Await my orders.
So here's a view of the Hungarian army, some very beautiful musketeers on the front, backed by halberdiers. These are garrison units, I believe, so they're very cheap. They cost almost nothing, at least in custom battles, which seems odd. And so this is the first encounter of a player with the game. The very light cavalry on the sides costs about 300 florins. They are very competent. They are arquebusiers, so they are recently advanced cavalry, but very, very cheap. And the general here is at the forefront. The infantry is arranged in 4 Spanish tercio-like formations in a checkerboard pattern, with the artillery on the flanks. You just saw the general there. There are the Haiduks, the missile cavalry on the flanks.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
I will be mostly showing the battle from above. So the Haiduks there are skirmishing. The enemy cavalry is beginning to advance on both flanks. They are targeting our artillery. There's a ducal horse or something on the side. The enemy cavalry on the left has been routed. The ducal horse on the right is about to charge our serpentines. They charge the crew, which is in loose formation, so they only suffer minor casualties. Meanwhile, Haiduks move towards the rear. The enemy cavalry breaks, and they're being routed. They've been cut down now, and so the only thing that the enemy has left now is infantry. The infantry is advancing forward because in the middle, nearly all the missile units have gathered in a very small place. This is a disadvantage of many of the battle AIs. This is probably maybe okay if you had archers, or if the AI had archers, but with gunpowder units they cannot fire if they are bunched up like that. The guys behind cannot fire for the guys at the front, so you can see barely anybody is firing from the enemy. And they are all being fired up by the entire musket lines. They're being massacred. There's some heavy infantry here charging the front tertio. Haiduks in the rear are skirmishing. The heavy infantry at the front here have received a volley of shot in their teeth and are being routed. The enemy general has been slain. At this point, however, the enemy general's bodyguard has attacked one of our tertios. There they are on the left, you can see them there. Now they attack the flank of the central tertio. The units in the tertio are holding their ground. This is another problem with the AI, the battle AI. It sends the generals into suicidal charges. These are things we've dealt with in the 1648 mod. So the general now is caught in a melee. they're killing some of our men, but it's not too serious. It's the only cavalry unit the enemy has left. These dismounted knights, or whatever they are, charge on lines a second time. The enemy general is being routed by our own general. He was charged by our own general, and now he's routed. These dismounted knights have been routed. They are conquistador type unit. They are now being charged by our general. Nearly half the unit has evaporated as a result of that charge. Our general pulls back behind the safety of our tertius. They're not real tertius, we don't have Pike and halberdiers, but they're tertiary type formations. The enemy bodyguard unit charges again. That tertiary, our general moves towards that unit.
Battle seems to be swinging in our favour.
And they're being routed a second time. And now most of the enemy army is in disarray. Many units have been broken by all the gunfire. And our Hydux, that missile cavalry on the flanks, now is in the rear, taking prisoners.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
The enemy still has some pikemen. They're moving forward. They're here. But now they are being broken.
Flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
So that was the quick battle. That was the end of our enemy's strength to fight or will to fight. These routing units are routing towards our lines for some reason. They are being cut down now. The enemy has many intact units, but they are being routed potentially because of the low morale combined with the effect of the gunfire.
By the grace of God, our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
So what happened? From my point of view, when you have a custom battle, units for custom battle, there should be balance. There's a way to balance units. Here you can see that the cavalry has killed over 1,200 or taken over 1,200 prisoners, has killed close to 1,000 men. So as I was saying, for custom battles, which is the first encounter of the player or with a mode, the custom battles must be balanced for players to go any further. And I think that was part of the problem. At least for me, that's an issue. Thank you for watching.